For 3, today we're going to be doing creating angles. We're going to be using protractors to create our own angles. I'll be giving you measurements and you actually have to draw it out. Our first one, 175 degrees. So first I'm going to take my protractor, lay it out, and then I have to ask myself, am I dealing with an acute angle, an obtuse angle, a straight, or a right? And I know that an obtuse angle is anywhere between 91 degrees to 179 degrees. So I'm really close to becoming almost a straight angle. So I know I'm going to be using the obtuse side. But what's great about this is that we could use on this top side, we could use the upper scale, or we can use the bottom scale. So it really depends on which way you want to go. But first, let's make sure we put our vertex. There's our midpoint right there. And I think I'll go to the right. So I know that between 170 and 180, I have 175 is right there. It's between 170 and 180. If I decided to go this way, it would be right here. It doesn't really matter which way you want to go. So I am going to go, I'm just going to go here. Okay, so that's where my point's going to go. So I'm going to make my bottom arrow. Oops, excuse me. My bottom arrow's got to go this way because I'm making an obtuse angle. If I went that way, I'd be making an acute angle. And then I'm going to be making my angle here. So let's move out our moving our protractor here. And then I'm going to be drawing. There's my 175 degrees. So that was basically what a 175 degree angle looks like using a protractor. The next one is 75 degrees. So let me pull out my protractor. And then I'm going to make my vertex right in the middle. So I know that looking at 75 degrees is an acute angle because it's less than 90 degrees. So let's find 75 degrees. Here's 70, 70, then 80, and it's in between 70 and 80 degrees. So it's right there, that halfway point. And so I know that and it makes sense because I'm using the bottom scale, which is showing me acute measurements. I could go this way because it's showing me acute measurements also. But it doesn't matter in this case because we are creating the angle. I'm going to use this bottom scale on this side. So let's get our bottom. And it's okay that I'm making my bottom arrow this way because I'm making an acute angle. And I'm going to put my 75 mark right there and then draw it up. Whoops, that is very sloppy. Let's try that again. Moving up. And this is basically not a perfect straight, but this is an acute 75 degree angle. Boys and girls, if we were in the classroom, we would be holding a protractor, moving it around, and taking the protractor away as we're drawing it. This is not the most perfect way, but it's the best way that we could see how to create those angles. Okay, 110 degrees. Well, we know that 110 degrees is an obtuse angle because it's more than 90 degrees and less than 180. So let's pull out our protractor. And we know that we're doing an obtuse angle, so it's got to be big, obtuse, like a moose. And I am going to find 110. And 110 is right about here. And it could go on the other side, use the bottom scale, doesn't matter. I know that my angle has got to start on this side, my bottom. Put my vertex, okay, and then move it up to match 110 degrees. So that is definitely an obtuse angle that's showing 110 degrees. Now, guys, if I happen to make this line going this way, and I would look at my angle, looking at to see if I made an obtuse angle, I know I wouldn't, because look at this angle right here. That is less than 90 degrees. So that would not be an obtuse angle. And that would not equal 110, because that is definitely less than 90 degrees. So that is why when we're making obtuse angles, we have to make sure that we are putting the other line that we're making on the other side of where we're making this line. Okay, here's a fun one. I had to put that in there because I knew you guys said, Miss Smoldietta, really? Can make it any more easier than that? Excuse me, fairer than that? 90 degrees, guys. That is going to be, right, 90-degree angle. Here's my vertex. It doesn't matter which way we go because it's 90, and acute doesn't matter either. And we're going to go straight up to form that L. And I'm going to make that little box, because that box is a clue to know that we're dealing with a 90-degree angle. Next one, 35. We know it's an acute angle because it's less than 90 degrees. Let's pull out our protractor. And since we're dealing with an acute angle, we're going to be looking for those acute measurements. And this time I'm going to go and, I'm going to make my vertex. You know what? This protractor is not perfectly aligned. There we go. I'm going to make my vertex. All right. And you know what? I'm going to go the other direction. We haven't spiced things up doing that. There's my bottom, and now I can go the same direction because I'm dealing with an acute angle. Right here is 35 degrees. It's between 30 and 40. So now I'm just going to match it up. And now I created a 35-degree angle. I could have made a 35-degree angle going this way also. And 35 is here. So I could have made that a 35-degree angle as well. Both acute angles. Okay, our last example is 120 degrees, and we know by looking at that measurement it's more than 90, less than 180, so we're dealing with an obtuse, like a moose angle, very big. And let's take out our protractor, and we are going to find 120 degrees. Remember, when we're making obtuse angles, those two lines have to be apart from each other. They cannot go in the same direction. So let me put my vertex. I am going to make my one line go this way, and because we're dealing with an obtuse angle, my other line has to go the opposite direction. And over here is 120. This is the 120 mark right here. And let's connect it to the vertex, and that is definitely an obtuse, like a moose, angle. Okay, happy measuring. True or false? Okay, so true or false? It's a little harder because you guys can't actually move the protractor in this video. So I am going to make an angle, and after I make the angle, you're going to say whether what I did was true or was it false. So here I go. Oops, I'm going to take my hand here. And I'm going to break out my protractor, and I'm going to go 120 degrees. Here we go. I'm making my vertex, and I'm making my line this way. And then, here's 120 right here. I found it, and now I am connecting it. So you must decide if my angle is 120 degrees. Is this true or is this false, what I just made? Next one, 35 degrees. What I'm about to make, is it true or is it false, what I make on this protractor? All right, so I am going to find 35 degrees, and would you look at that? It's right there. So I'm going to draw my vertex. And since I'm dealing with an acute angle, I can go this way. And I'm going to match that up to 35. Oops, to the best that I can. Let's try that again. Make it nice and much neater. Well, the best. 35 degrees. And that definitely looks like an acute angle. I don't know. What do you think? Am I right or am I wrong? True or false? Superstar! Woohoo! And we are a superstar math star. Yay! Yes, good job. We rock in measuring angles. Have fun today with measuring and creating your own angles. Superstar math, here I come.